Let's charger plugged in for. Oh, snap. There we go. All right, got it. All right, Islam, Islam, Islam. Peace and love to you all. I am Brother Sean Ale, one of the 5 Astro Magnificent Bros from 7 Hill Star. You know, we at the Northwest of Maxim, and I'm here with my awesome, magnificent bro.
Benjamin Bay, as I, to the left or right, depending on where you are viewing us, via YouTube, via phone, via Twitter, TikTok, via Mars. You know how I do, but I do.
You know, the spiritual plane, you know, third subdivision, you know, wherever you're viewing from. You know, you hear we tuned in, you know, Intuition Monday. That is the Cancer new moon. And, you know, we about to get right on into the intro without further ado. So let us hit the share screen and do what we do. All righty, everybody, you know, calm down, maybe take you a breath of some water for those that was getting jiggy in the back, because I knew I was. Right. And, you know, if you'd like to be in Intuition Monday's next intro video, make sure you send all your dancing pet videos, workout videos to 7 at 20 Astro Healing on Instagram, and I will get you in there getting jiggy with it, right? And peace, love, thank you to you all. So, you know, we're gonna get right into this. I will be starting off this cycle. So let me get the, there we go. Share a screen going. Can't wait to see that. We look good, Brother Benjamin.
Yeah, that's very Cancer color there.
Yes, you know, I try to get much as you know, electric blue as I could, right? Because they really didn't have that extra.
I mess with it.
Let's see. What about that? When you fell down, you like the one before?
I legit like that's teal. Would that be teal? Cancer teal?
Yeah, we trying to get that like kind of, you know, lightish blue.
Vibe, you know what I mean? That Fiji, but not, you know, not the same as Fiji.
Yeah, for sure. Let me actually move that up. So, all right, so I can have a look at everything. Well, all right, let's get it started, you know. All right, so you know, this is the Cancer new moon, right? And we are starting off in the Capricorn zone. So this will be occurring June 29th, 2022, Kusekwa, calendar on the Wednesday, on the Mercury day, right? It's the Raphael. It's 0500 hours, 52 minutes, 16 seconds. And we are pulling up the hoverboard to Morambe, Madagascar. All right. So on the rise here, we've got Gemini, 24 degrees, 13 minutes. We know that Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury, which is right there, as you see in the 12th house. But, we're going to talk about Sun and Luna, Sun and the Moon, Sol and Luna, at the conjunction at 7 degrees, 22 minutes, Cancer. And you look at that there, right? So, so with this that we can be going on is, this is a really great time to get creative in the home. And, for this Morambe, the Madagascar and surrounding areas, this really is coming into the first house here, of self-expression. So we really can see just a real change in the home, maybe a lot of, feelings and thoughts and emotions pertaining, to the home and domestic life, or really just coming up, talks between, that this is like a sit down talk with mother and father right here, whether you do it your actual cycle with physical parents, or if you're really just looking at the divine and feminine side of yourself here, right? Because as this is going on above, below, we're just tuning to the nurturing part of ourselves and how can we really express that, and really just, getting ready to move forward with how we view ourselves and our identity. That could be a lot. Seeing beings out there that really, really have been, putting in the work, doing the, sort of quote unquote, shadow work or whatever, or, just been studying different things that they can really do within themselves at the home, or even just pertaining to how they get along with any kind of mothers or just different, women in their life. And finally, and just how they approach. So it's like you've been learning all these things and now get ready for the change and the shift. So it's like, really just plotting and taking any necessary steps. And what's still great about this new moon is that, Sun and Jupiter, or like I said, we stated last week in Intuition Monday that Sun and Jupiter are in mutual reception by exaltation. So this here is, the opportunity to take what's going on between Sun and Moon with Jupiter, the squaring challenge, and really just get past any expectations when it comes to this, because Jupiter will be in your 10th house. So you can really look at a way to possibly, expand your career or be open to some new offers or come across some new information that really is going to give you, clarity and a mindset to not only get more established in your career, but properly lay the foundation down for the long-term goals, for the long-term, for the long haul here, with this energy. And, it's like a battle also between your heart and your mind here. Your mind wants to expand, but your heart's in another place. So really just finding a balance. Would you look at that with the ascendant being ruled by Mercury? So really finding a balance between the understanding in your will, your heart and your mind, to really just scribe and move forward with how you would like to move and talk about things. So really just be open to communicate. And Mercury is dominant, being in Gemini. So really just, just finding a balance and, being open and honest and true about, any past mishaps, which, are just the past, but it's now like, how can you apply what you learned in the past to make necessary adjustments in the present to really have that vision and, kind of steps and enjoy the journey to the future part that you see for yourself. And with that, I'll yield. And what would you say, Brother Benjamin?
When you was like mind in one place and heart in another, that reminded me of the Drake line. Mind in one place, heart in another.
Can't think of what song.
That was that Don't Have No Heart for No. Was that when he was talking about when Lil Wayne was kidnapped? Some song. But yeah, I just wanted to add that. That's why I said Drake, but I yield.
So yeah, I could probably Google it. But yeah, it's just this new moon. It's it's a real great opportunity to really lay the foundation down for the home and the career. You know, whether you do home business, whether you don't, whether, you know, you have a career that you love, you know, whether, you know, you do so-called real estate or land mining, you know, just whatever you do that you're passionate about. This is a great opportunity to review the past, take what you know and how you view it now in the present, and just look at whatever necessary steps and, you know, whatever knowledge needs to be, you know, brought upon, you know, higher learning there that can really bring some healing so that you can continue your steps to the future. And I'll yield full of Moranbe, Madagascar. You know, you could probably apply that to your Gemini risings out there, right? And just the surrounding areas. It's a real opportunity to improve the home and the career. All right, so let's get that. I'm gonna open. All right. So now we're moving. We about to move back, just a little back to the Sagittarius zone. All right, so Cancer new moon Sagittarius zone. We, you know, still June 29th. We had 0400 hours, 52 minutes, 16 seconds, and we are pulling up the meta hoverboards, metaverses, you know, astro travels to Napier, South Africa. And now what we have on the rise here, we have Taurus on the rise at 28 degrees, 6 minutes Taurus. We know that Taurus is ruled by lovely Venus. But right now we're going to focus on Sun and Moon, Luna and Sol in the second house of values. All right, so we're having this new moon. So once again, this, you know, we're setting things in order, whether we're writing them, you know, affirming it. However, you know, we like to go about, you know, setting things in order, because this is how things are going to go for the next moon cycle, right? We're about to enter out of June and head into July. So now we got Sun and Moon. So this is, you know, kind of home creativity, if you want to look at it one way. Or also just some ancestral expression. So for those that are really just coming into not only who they are, but just with unseen type beings that are, you know, looking over and watching over us all. And also just opportunity to really get a clear point of view between just your attitude about life and how you go about it, right? So like I say, Cancer new moon, this is in a house of values. So how are you going to, you know, really take what you value and what you know and be able to apply that to just your career and also just within your groups with that? Because, you know, we know that challenges are not nothing to put us down or make us worse off, but it's an opportunity to get better, or, you know, also the saying, iron sharpens iron. So yes, you know, your soul and your mind are in the oneness, you know, really feeling homey, you know, homey type vibes, not like homey, home type vibes, and just really nurturing here. So really just, you know, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, you know, maybe purchasing something for wherever you domicile it, you know, within the home, to really just like, hey man, I've really been wanting this painting, or I've been wanting this picture, or, you know, something, you know, even something maybe for your kitchen, some new plates or, you know, appliances here, you know, something really just to bring some beauty to your home. Or, you know, someone could be, you know, maybe starting to plan a trip with their loved one and the little ones, you know, for those that are together and, you know, have children, or for those that, you know, are together and just don't have any, or for yourself, you know, really having a spa day here, or, you know, getting you a tarot reading, or just something, some kind of service that can really just ease and relax your mind with it. And with Venus, you know, ruling over this and how this is going to be poured out, you know, she's in a first house. So this is just some, let's see, some value, some, you know, sharing your values. And whether you're, you know, speaking to someone, or you're just getting your service done, but yeah, man, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, and this, and getting it out and really just valuing and appreciating yourself. And not going to as I say, going to blow a bag, but taking what little finance you can or whatever that you got, just treating yourself to something nice. And I'll yield for that for Napier, South Africa, and the surrounding areas for the Cancer new moon, as this is the Sagittarius zone. Move forward here. So actually, not moving forward, we're moving backwards. Right, yeah, there we go. Boom. All right. So now we are at Bonjour, Gambia for the Cancer new moon. This is, the Scorpio zone. This will still be occurring June 29th, 2022. Kusei Kwa on the Wednesday at 0200 hours, 52 minutes, 16 seconds. All right. And, we still got Taurus on the rise here. And now, Taurus will be at 9 degrees, 35 minutes. And we've got Sun and Moon in the third house of the mind. So this, when it comes to, just your emotions, you may be kind of, maybe feeling away right now, and you're not sure how to really express it, or you're really looking to get with your inner child, really express your inner child and doing some things to enjoy yourself. You really can be looking forward to, getting together with some of your, just some folks from your surrounding area, just from that you do things socially with. Whether it's going to your local bowling alley with your buddies, or, going to the movies, or even running to someone at the library that you might have thought of, you just went, really just getting and digging into your mind and, getting to the root of it all, because you'll be able to put your emotions and your mindset at ease here. And, how do you expand that? How you take whatever challenges here? Well, let's look. We've got Jupiter there, and barely just passed. So in the 12th house, so, 12th house, naturally, he rules over. So he's great there. So they're just going to be like a fastball coming in of healing. You're going to like, why do I really feel this way? Even though I just kind of felt draggy in this way, just the previous day. And Venus is still in the first house. So it's like, hey, man, we're really going through this change. We're really going through this healing, when we all communicate that, just not from a kind of evil point. Well, I don't want to say evil, but like, not to be an emotional point, but really just taking opportunity to hear everyone out, and just listening to really listen instead of listening to respond. So now we're hearing out other beings' values. We're really ready to bring the home energy into the community, really expand what one does in the private affairs, into the community, so that every home can prosper, so that all homes can be, that self-government type ordeal, so that we can really start to, really continue to honor our ancient foremothers and forefathers, and really start setting things right. And with, Jupiter in this, in mutual reception with the sun, but also in a conjunction with the moon, like I said, this is mind, heart, this is mind, body, and soul here that we can really fix and really get to building. And I'll yield with that. And and I will yield to my awesome, magnificent brother Benjamin. Shout out to Zorro over there, man. I'm gonna give me one of them, young. Let's see, let me open that up. So now we in the Libra zone. We in the Libra zone.
It's me.
Indeed, brewski, bro.
All right, there we go. New moon for the Libra zone for June 28, 2022, Tuesday, day of Mars. We got 1100 hours, 52 minutes, 16 cells meridian for Curitiba, Brazil. That's like South America. And when I looked it up, that's like the most, the best place to ride bicycles. I know that's like mad random, but it was a place, like want to, take your bicycle, you and your console.
Sounds like we need to take a flight to go ride a bike.
Going down to Curitiba, Brazil, and get your bike riding. But all right, we're getting into it though.
Everybody in Curitiba, Brazil, get your bike on. Everybody in Curitiba, get your bike on.
Get your cycling on.
You get your cycling, yo.
Get your cycle on.
Hashtag Astro cycling.
Get your roll. As we roll into it, guys. All right. New moon in Cancer ingressing into the fourth house. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm always going first, so I'm like, thinking I'm first. There you go. A new moon ingressing into the fourth house pertaining to home, comfort, one's country, home country. Here, this would be Brazil, but we're speaking as far as the whole horoscope. But this is for people of Brazil in their home in the fourth house. All right. Getting testimony with Aries on the rise at 0 degrees 50 minutes, the degree pertaining to a positive nature that creates its own destiny. That's kind of weird, you don't think? Weird means like control their own destiny. I don't even think of that, so that's kind of like weird.
Right.
Cusp of the lunar mansion, so-called critical degree, with the ruler of Aries on the ascendant, in the first house pertaining to self, that's Mars, right there next to Chiron, like the green key, if you know what I mean. We know the first house pertaining to self gives one the extra desire to want to achieve that destiny. Mars being the first house gives extra to the ascendant degree. You know what I mean? So you'll have more energy to go and fulfill your own destiny. You'll have that straight drive, that little kick to you. You know what I mean? But don't have your Mars to the floor there. Know how to assert yourself. When you know where you want to go. That don't mean like stepping on people to get where you want to be. Heading over to the fourth house, where the new moon is visiting Luna. Luna's home, hashtag homecoming. This new moon in the house bringing clear and new energy to the home to be expressed. Getting a new work cookbook for the summer recipes. Take the opportunity to self-nurture yourself as well. In closing, there is a Luna square Jupiter, first and fourth houses, which are self and home. With the moon being non-visible, one cannot fully understand the new changes that one is happening in the home. And that change or a new way pertaining to operating in the home is expanding one's anxiety, Mars in itself. So you have Mars, Chiron, and Jupiter in the first house there, and there's a square between the moon and Jupiter. So like, cool, there's something, since it's a new moon, there may be a new regime in the house, and that new regime is causing anxiety within the self. But that's nothing to, be doing with Luna about. All things new come jitter because, Aries wants to be in control. You know what I mean? He wants to do it his way, but he's like, all right, slow down, Aries. You're going to have to do it like this. And he's like, whoa, I don't think so. I do it like this. This is philosophy because you got Jupiter there, and Jupiter is philosophy. So, it's like, don't throw away your philosophy. See how you can use what you already know with what's going on that's new to you, this new moon, pertaining to your home. You know what I mean? So keep it balanced in your home. Mars expanding the anxiety in yourself, which is the first house. Don't overthink, allow the cycle to blossom and record the wisdom when the full moon has come to reveal the message and the mission. All right, so basically, finishing that up, the things that talking about the square between the moon and Jupiter and the expansion of anxiety in the mind and in the self of things that come new. Like we can't see the moon, so we can't really understand our feelings right now. Your feelings are expanding. They're all over the place, so to speak, but it's all right. Those are like the pre-game jitters, shake off the pre-game jitters. And at the end of the cycle, you're like, all right, cool. What did I gain off of that? So when I was like, record the wisdom when the full moon comes to reveal the message and the mission. So whatever new thing that has entered your life is a mission, is a message in that for you. You know, it's a mission within that. You know, so take the square between your home and yourself that you need to, you know, gain wisdom from, and how yield for the new moon being in the fourth house. Clean your house up. That's in your house. Brazil. All right. We are at a new moon again for Virgo's ruled zone. So Mercury is ruling over this here zone, you know, for June 28th, 2022. This is a Tuesday. We got 800 hours, 52 minutes, 16 seconds post meridian for Moor, Costa Rica. Okay. I like it. All right. So the new moon in Cancer now ingresses into the fifth house, pertaining to creativity, sports, children, where our unique qualities shine. Giving testimony with Aquarius on the rise at 21 degrees, 55 minutes, which is 5 minutes away from the degree pertaining to the astrological degrees, which are between 22 degrees and 28 degrees. And Saturn, the ruler pertaining to Aquarius, is in the house of self, or the first house. You there, you know, in the red, 24 degrees, retrograde Aquarius, and 47 minutes in the first house. Now looking at the new moon, conjunct Lilith, giving that bittersweet energy when it comes to our creativity. One may be emotional about the outcome of the creation, but with Venus semi-sextile Luna in the fifth, and Venus in the fourth, funneling those deeply rooted home values that puts the confidence and integrity in whatever newly creation may be starting or planning. So basically right now, the new moon in the fifth house, have faith and confidence in your creativity. You know what I mean? So the sun is home in its home sign, you know, so that gives it a little more spunk, you know what I mean? So, and the semi-sextile with Venus, let me get myself out of the way real quick. Yeah. Semi-sextile Venus in the fourth house, there in Gemini, you'll be gaining that information, that valued information you'll be gaining that you have from the fourth house. You'll be funneling that to the fifth house, you know what I mean? So you can, you know, bring out that, iron out that bittersweetness that you're putting in your creativity that is kind of slowly hindering you from putting it out into the world, into the 11th house. You know what I mean? To put it into that structure, whatever that is, you know, whatever that nurturing that you feel that the 11th house needs, that people need to network and share amongst each other. You know what I mean? So have faith in that, you know. And I'll yield for the new moon in the fifth house. Have faith in your new creativities.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Just moving back to the Leo zone. Moving back to the Leo zone. Brother Benjamin Bay, hey, here you go. Hey, Brother Benjamin Bay, here you go.
Bro. All right. Speaking about the new moon once more for Leo zone, and the Leo zone is ruled by the sun of Cain, June 28th.
Hang on.
2022. Tuesday, day of Mars. 800 hours, 52 minutes, 16 seconds post meridian. This is Los Mochis, Mexico. Mochis. Oh, come on, man, that's great. Los Mochis, Mexico. Los Mochis. I'm confident in that, and we're sticking to it. Just like Saturn did, because, you know, Capricorn was like, no, I'm sticking to
that. Let's go on to that, bro. Yeah.
Sixth house, upheld service routines, open haters, servants, on the rise at 18 degrees Capricorn, 25 minutes, benevolent, liberal, ability to command, and successful warrior. Degree, Saturn is the ruler in the second house pertaining to one's values and finances. So be unselfish and reasonable about what you value and what not value. You know what I mean? So the Saturn is in Aquarius, and Aquarius, you know, is humanity. You know, that's, you know, the collective. You know, everyone. So, you know, not saying like your actual bread can like save the world, but your immediate circle, the people that you feel that are valued and not valued within the ones you converse with, on a day-to-day basis, to make that like not so like large in scale, but to bring it down to like, more practical, So when you say Saturn in the second house, when it comes to your values, they're not gonna like, oh, all your finances is gone. No, you're gonna be more structured. You're gonna put it in a place where it's gonna thrive, where that $100 is gonna, multiply times 10 wherever you put it, not in that moment, but further down the line, to build that structure. But to move on, beyond subject with your finances, giving testimony to the new moon in the sixth house, bringing a new way to properly service one's health. Yearly breast checkup as well. Within a new cycle, new things can be checked on as well for safe and further secure the vessel or the body. So, cancer is the chest or the breast area, So you can be coming on a new checkup, to see the things that may be hidden, because the moon can't be seen right now. So that's like the body, the body, seen. So you want to go investigate, probably get a service to see, I need to do this, or I'm okay, all good. So let's go. Because it could be bittersweet. You could be like a little nervous with the Lilith there on the sun. So your ego, you could be like, all right, a little nervous because it's like, what could be wrong. But we all, tend to think like that. There's a balance here on this earth plane. But that's why we have a zodiac, to get ourselves right. So you go to the zodiac, like, all right, boom, it's a new moon. I can go start a new routine just in case to see. Let's get a checkup. Let me ring the phone, see if I can get some help and set up an appointment. So take this, sort out those 12th house isolated thoughts and bring them down to properly nurture in the 6th house, so those ideas can be used in the home for those who need the most. So you can go get a checkup, and it could be like, oh, you should do this, this, and this. And you can use that, and someone else could benefit from what they told you when you went to just, go renew things, with this new energy. So here, just take time, check up on yourself, even go take yourself out, and nourish your whole body, and get yourself a fresh start, like a massage, or, I don't know, get like your back cracked, waxed, all that stuff, just go take care of yourself, go nurture yourself right now, start this cycle off, fresh, get rid of all the baggage and the cuts and stuff and all that came through the last cycle that you fought through, and you're like, oh, this is fresh, this is new, let me bandage myself up so I can get going. And I'll yield for the 6th house, new moon in Cancer, getting your new routine better. To nurture yourself.
On to that, bro. It's
So
fun. Moving on, right? Wow. All righty. So with the new moon in the Cancer zone, June 28th, 2022. So we on the active Mars day here. At 1600 hours, 52 minutes, 16 seconds, or 4:52 post meridian or PM. What some folks say at Pahala, Hawaii, right? So we have Sagittarius on the rise at 8 degrees, 31 minutes. Oh, would you looky here? We got Sag on the rise, and it's ruled by Jupiter. But we're talking about Sun and Moon, Luna and Sol in the 7th house here. So when it comes to just some motherly caring and sharing with romantic, emotional sharing, it's a real great time to, I might say it's a great time to, because it's happening. Hashtag it's happening. There's going to be mothers really sharing, whether it be with other mothers or just, in their areas, whether it's the businesships, partnerships, or, in their social arena or at home, just however they share and whoever they're around, there's going to be a lot of connecting here. There's going to be a lot of heartfelt talks here. That's probably been put off. That should have happened previously, but now it's, like I said, once again, hashtag is happening, right? And, for those, and there's going to be some kind of like romantical emotional, right? Really not sticking to just the physical part of things, whether, it's with your partner or even with ourselves, really just finding the expression and joy of, just our divine feminine, and masculine energies here. With this Cancer new moon that's going on, and really be able to get to the root of the emotions and just the thoughts and the subconscious, and really just diving into that. And really able to have these talks so that now that the sharing has been understood, both self views, on how you view things and how that's reflected and how you project yourself out into the world. Now there's an opportunity to really regather on what you project back at the home here. And whether it's by studies, literatures, or, or even be able to go travel and learn something more about yourself and just where you're from, this is like hashtag move around besides sticking at the hometown, because there's more out there to see. And
hashtag
what'd you say?
I said, when you said more out there to see, I was like, hashtag Sagittarius on the rise right there.
Exactly. And whether you can actually physically get out, hey, look for some virtual tours, or just kind of Google some different places, and make a vision board if you'd like, or just imagine yourself there, and really just start to be open to some different studies, because Jupiter is in Aries in the 4th. So, in order to really bring true healing and understanding, you have to be open to information that might be foreign to you, that's foreign to the home. Hey, look at astrology. Well, astrology doesn't work. Okay, well, this astrology can really teach you about yourself and where you came from, and how you're doing now and where you're going. And not only that, 7 Hill Stars bring in not only what I just previously just stated, but, we bring you that, that word tie special, hashtag, some foreign food for you to eat. Word to Brother Benjamin with the Guidehouse Eating, really just bringing you some different forms to food for thought, So yeah, Jupiter in Aries is really food for thoughts. And once you be open to, the truth of things, and you can be, we can be real, with what's really limiting us, that's really going to bring some massive healing, just to not only your head, but the home and for future generations. And with that, I will yield for Pahala, Hawaii. This is the new moon going down in Cancer for you. All right. And, we'll just keep keeping on. All right. So let's see that. So where you at, Jiminy? There we go. All right. So, all right, now we are, pulling up our, Astro Whips. We roll Astro Whips every day to Ofu Island, American Samoa. This is occurring on the Mars Day for you. June 28th, 2022 at 1500 hours. 52 minutes or 3:52 post meridian, or PM for those, that go by that. And, we still got Sagittarius on the rise here, at 8 degrees. So, hey, looky. Right. But, first we're going to look at Sol and Luna. Hey, we're in the 8th house. So, just kind of a, some would say death and rebirth, or, inheritances, taxes, different words and degrees for the same thing. So with this, I will say, with Luna here, this is just some unconscious ancestral roots that are really being transformed on the lower level. And now it's going to be expressed, through the soul. So, hey, man, listen to your hearts. With this right here, really look to do or be open to new things, to really, connect deeper with yourself, to really, merge the mind and soul, the body and all that, all these different things, that, hey, you've been mining for the truth of yourself, this opportunity to really be open to see these gems. If you've been digging for self-truth or you've been looking for self-transformation, it's like, hey, this is the process of where it's about to be, where the butterfly flies out of its cocoon, transformation. Hashtag keep going, transformation is just not one journey here. And, when we look at the mutual reception with your, just how you express in your actual consciousness with the higher learning and, just kind of lessons, philosophies, higher learning truth, is in the 5th house. So, hey, if you've been having, writer block, and look, we've got the part of victory, Jupiter and part of victory right there, in a conjunction. So it's like, hey, what needs to be laid out? And wow, this is making me think to how we were just discussing things earlier. Brother Benjamin, I know Brother Hassan's in the background. I'm not sure, Victor. Actually, I'm gonna go back real quick to see mind cancer to my thing and see that victory's always been there. Yeah. So wow. Would you look, y'all? How exciting is this? For this new moon, we're gonna have, not only the conjunction, with sun and moon, go back to Gemini, so that, now, sun and Jupiter is in a mutual, reception by exaltation. And we've got, it's squaring the, part of victory. So it's like, hey, you keep, we've all been fighting through our different challenges. And now, it's an opportunity to really be open to, receiving what, the work that we have put in, but also just, the different lessons and knowledge, that it took to get there and to understand. And hey, it's trying how we express ourselves, the part of victory and Jupiter. So really some success stories. I'll say some new documentaries are being made in the works of just, just some self-story or some books being creative here, some literature, dealing with Jupiter, but it's all coming from the heart, and yeah, this is a beautiful thing. It's also, trying in the midheaven too. So yeah, and this is just success stories here, and or even going to watch, like, for fact, I watched the No Limit Chronicles yesterday. So really just finding some different success stories to go watch or read about, just to see how different city beings, made it from their struggle, and made it happen with what they had, whether you someone up high or just even your local, even someone local that right? With this, or but usually it'd be good to really just look at someone foreign with that. And
the sun and the moon in reflection to Pluto there, that could be not a sudden change, but a uprooting in your finances or your values, creating a new beginning and creating an inheritance for the home.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because it's definitely gonna be building up with that, Luna definitely travels quicker than the soul, so she's gonna hit that first. But then at some point, what you said, about 20 days, when it hit exact, so definitely all that's being cooked up right now. It's like, hey, it's simmering, but it's not ready to really eat yet, but you can smell that. You like, what's that smell? That smells good. It ain't ready yet. So yeah, definitely that reflection is slowly approaching, Brother Benjamin. Yeah, for sure.
We don't call it that. Starting from the top.
Yeah, definitely some change, some new structures for the home. It's like, hey, you can take it like this. Whether you want to take it, physically, within you or outside of you, it's like, hey, your mind and heart is being transformed with your structure and bones. Where, for the builders, it's like, hey, you finally got the finance. Now you're about to build a new deck to your home, right? Or, even for those who work out, it's like, oh, this new machine's here that can do this and this and this. Are you ready? However you like to look at it, in your chart, it's really, some upcoming change in the structure, but for the good, because if you want to look at it evilly, that's what it's going to happen. But if you want to look and be positive about it, hey, that's the best way to be. And I yield with that. 4, Ofu Island, new moon, Gemini zone. I'm to my final one, so let me come back. Oh, wrong one. Open. Pardon me. All righty. Cancer new moon Taurus zone. So this is June 29th. So 2022, Kusei Kwa. And we're headed back to the lovely Mercury day. And we are pulling up to Malaysia Island, Solomon Islands here. And we've got Scorpio on the rise at 5 degrees, 42 minutes. Ruled by Mars, but you can also look at modernly Pluto. You can look at the both sides, right? But right now we're looking at must be two sides. Sol and Luna here, and pretty sure that's I think that's Lilith. That symbol, I got so many symbols. So yeah, sun and moon there. In that conjunction. So we in the 9th house. So sun is definitely, I'm in the 9th. Woohoo. So this is gonna be some real extra heartfelt energies coming through for Solomon Islands area, in Malaysia Island. Around these surrounding areas, or even if you depending on your rising sign, but sun, is, and the 9th is said to be quote unquote the God house here. So really being able to take whatever emotions or feelings and really taking the lower natures of it and just transmute it, being your own alchemist and own healer here. And with Scorpio on the rise there, it's like you're really able to start reading some literature and really able to start unlocking some keys, or as they say, quote unquote, getting downloads. But really, when we read it and learn, we're really just reading to remember, to really just jog something in our memory, or just something within our spirit, to unlock something that can assist us. And with sun and moon being the 9th house, it's like, hey, are you ready? And then we look at Jupiter and the 6th house of service, making that scoring challenge. So it's like, how can you be of service that can, cater, be universal to everyone? Also, maybe even sharing some literature with someone that you work with, or while you're out, walking your pet, really just being not in the right spot at the right time, because nothing's by coincidence, but you'll start to notice more synchronicities of just different type things and events that occur. And, you'll be more apt to, write them in your journal. Now you're feeling, really strong and really able to continue to, move forward with on your ambitions and goals, but not having too much of a head of steam with it. And when you really want to look at the transition of the cycles, it's like, letting go of the old so that you can move, to the new, because you can't really receive new with still holding on to the past. So with Pluto being there in the 3rd house of the mind, it's really transforming your mind, how you think, how you communicate, on just how you look at everything. And you can't look at everything that you used to be as, your current you, because you're not who you are, yesterday, 1 week, 2 weeks, 5, 10, 15 years ago. You're really looking at like, wow, I've really grown from that, and I'm doing this today, what I wanted to do, or I'm taking the steps to do to be able to do what I really would like to do. And really just looking to shift and how just things are in the community, and even with your siblings here, really just shaking up any structures that are really binding you and holding you back. And just reading the literature will always come due. So once again, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, make sure that you're reading the literature. You don't know where to go, go to RV Bay Publications. And start getting you some literature on Prophet Noble Drew Ali, so that you can really be more of a service to yourself. And when we are more of a service to ourselves, we can be a better service to others with, just some loving, healing wisdom, to really reverse the effects of the lies and hitting or secret things that really not really secret or sitting. It just hasn't been made cool or popular to know about these things. And I'll yield for that for the new moon Taurus zone for Malaysia Islands, Solomon Islands. And make sure I open it up and get that to my bro. There we go.
Right. The new moon now. This Aries zone. Pardon me. Which is ruled by Mars. Mars rules the Aries zone. Okay, so it's not correct. June 29th, 2022. This is Wednesday. Ruled by Mercury. 1100 hours, 52 minutes, 16 seconds. Anti-meridian. This is for Kochi, Japan. All right, Kochi, Japan. New moon now ingressed into the 10th house, pertaining to one's career and how they're seen while not in their home. On the rise at 3 degrees Libra, 12, the degree pertaining to abscesses, being ruled over by Venus in Gemini in the 9th house, which my bro just spoke about, gathering the valued information because Venus is in Gemini, and Gemini, is information, early information, 3rd house thing, but that early information is in the 9th house now. So you're taking those 3rd house Gemini things and now have them propelling you into the higher learning. You know what I mean? So now your 3rd house things are getting quote unquote the higher learning steroid use. You know what I mean? It's pulling out the value in that. Because Venus is going to help you see yourself. It's the mirror. You're going to see yourself in the information, and now you're going to see yourself in higher information. All right. So you're going to get the value information that will be used in the 10th house. This nurturing new moon energy that will be funneling into your 4th house pertaining to your home. New moon in Cancer in the 10th can bring one a new way of making their ends meet, a more comfortable, safe environment that you will now be excited to thrive in. Pluto being in the 4th, transforming the home scene or making the home move. The new moon activities going down in the 10th house. Embrace the change, all new things, create a confused playing field. So keep your mind in union with your heart, and all will unfold. So you're going to change homes for a reason. For the Pluto in the 4th house is going to uproot those things. So things that are uprooted are uncomfortable. Like if someone just picked you up out of your seat for you to see with no reason, but the roof was about to come in and fall in. You know what I mean? But you couldn't see that because you were outside of the house. You know what I mean? So someone just came and picked you up. It's kind of like what Pluto is. It comes in and it kind of takes control, and transforms the situation for the good. That's why we do things. You don't want to transform for the opposite. You know what I mean? So this new moon energy is going to seem a little shaky, but then when you're not in your home, when you're out and about, finding your ways, means to an end. You know what I mean? Or you could be changing the way you make your means to an end to a more comfortable. Or you may be trying to transition of a way that you can work from home. You know what I mean? So you're finding ways that you can be out and it can be a resemblance of your home because you want to, the sun, this new moon energy, it's nurturing. It's pulling in. So you don't want to do too much of pouring out. You want to go somewhere where you don't want to exert a lot of energy. You know what I mean? So right here, take the time, and just go with the flow of things. You know what I mean? And get to a place where you feel comfortable, where you feel like where you matter as well, and that you can get nurtured and you can do some nurturing because the sun is in Cancer as well. And I'll yield for the new moon in the 10th house. Just new routines, not in the workplace, or finding a new workplace of comfort.
Islam, I'm gonna add to your wisdom that we can apply to all our charts. Is yes, that is Lilith right here. So fascination, denial, shadow self. So once again, with that square, this is soul, mind, now fascination and denial. Making a challenge with the real true nature of things. So now it's like with this new moon, it's like, you have just the question that, you ask yourself, are you ready to acknowledge, the darker nature parts of yourself, which is really just the same thing as the light, same degree, just various ways. And, are you ready to acknowledge that and just be in harmony with higher self and lower self, but letting higher self rule? I yield. And like I said, we got Spirit and Fortune, when it's a new moon, they're conjunct. We've got Venus and a lot of Arrows conjunct, and Jupiter, and well, not a lot, part of Arrows and part of Victory. So it's like really like it's happening. I can't stress it enough to, we can say how things, we can really look into it more, but it's really happening, as above, so below, and when we even look at Saturn, just being, father time, or just, they say it's karma and deeds, man. Like it's really
I was reading in the CMB, looking at Saturn as a schoolmaster of reality. The reality and right, wherever it is bringing the reality and what's right. And, sometimes when you're doing things, you don't understand, it's because that's what's right. You know what I mean? Why are you doing it? It's what's right. And that's what Saturn brings. To add to what my brother was saying, is as far as different ways to look at Saturn's father time, discipline, hindrance. You know what I'm saying? The candy man and all that good stuff like that. But setting things straight. Someone has to keep order, and it's like your bones. You don't complain about your bones holding your skin together. You know what I mean? So like you want to be like, oh, thank you, Saturn, for doing what was right, for making my bones not fragile, or making bones, period. You know what I mean? So just honoring structure.
Thank you, Saturn, for making me responsible and not letting me just run wild and things happen, for, having to learn the lessons to make us who we are. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow. Look at that. Right there, Brother Benjamin.
Regulus.
Look at the cusp degree. That's one of the 5 best day evers, 9-6, but I yield, bro.
For sure. All right, I think I'm on 11.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me get you to the next one. Yeah, there you go. This line.
Boom. All right. This new moon now in a Pisces zone. So Jupiter is like, yeah, I got this. I'm running this. This is June 29th, 2022.
Hold my hibiscus tea.
1000 hours, 51 minutes. I'm sorry, you said 52 minutes. 51 minutes, 16 seconds. Anti-meridian. This is for Monday, Singapore. I was looking at rush hour 3 was like, this is for Monday. That's why I said that. That's what reminded me of that. Seeing rush hour, but I did
it.
Here we go. Take time, brother. Take time. All right. New moon ingress into the 11th house of sharing, friends, networking, the internet. On the rise at 2 degrees Virgo, 0 minutes. Got my man circling that for you guys. Being ruled by Mercury in the 10th house next to Venus, calling things for this Virgo ascendant. Giving testimony with the new moon in Cancer, networking in groups to find security in the structure that surrounds one's creativity. Pluto, with the moon being a reflection with Pluto, from the 5th, giving the new moon in Cancer, the control it needs over its emotions, or over one's emotions, while embarking on this new journey, and during the networking journey. So, you're going to have control, of your emotions, of meeting new people. You're uprooting yourself and putting yourself in different places right now. You know what I'm saying? That seems, unclear or quote unquote confused, So Pluto is going to give you that control. It wants control. That's what it does, but all control isn't bad, because if you didn't have control, Earth to the children in the future, with the 5th house being, Leo, but not on Leo, but, the 5th house being ruled by the sun. and that's children, children, things like that, or Leo being children, which humans come together and create. So so network to create, don't network to destroy. You know what I mean? So, and children are something that, are creation as well. You know what I mean? So you want to take into consideration who you're networking with, because you're taking that information, and using it for your children. Not saying, hey, this person said this, but you're going out and hopefully obtaining things, for what you're doing in life, and what you're doing in life is going to be set up for the ones who come after you. You know what I'm saying? After your life. So, you know what I'm saying? You're going to transform it for the future to come, that is to come. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta get in new places and start new things. So now you're gonna be all right, what new group that I can get into, or what group was I thinking about associating with and networking with that I just wasn't sure about, bittersweet, or do I need to, revisit, this group, try to start things over. It probably didn't do what it was supposed to do in the last full moon, so you might have to break it off. So now it's the fresh start. So like, all right, we gained the wisdom off, what quote unquote didn't harmonize, and we use these to still, move forward, but not to, blabber alone. The 11th house, new moon in Cancer, just networking, new nourishment, getting new ideas to nourish yourself, to nourish the ones that come after you, because that's what we do it for. Ones. And I yield for the new moon in Cancer in the 11th house.
Yes, no.
Yeah, don't network to destroy because Pluto. Pluto will, or get activated. All right, so this new moon now for the Aquarius zone, ruled by who? Saturn. Father Time, June 29th, 2022. This is Wednesday. This is ruled by Mercury. And this day you will be seeing the beloved brothers, Seven Hill Star, doing their thing for the Astro Weather Report on this Wednesday. 700 hours, 52 minutes. There we go again, under the 52 minutes, 16 seconds, anti meridian. This is for Rabina, Turkmenistanian.
Let's see.
Part of the
Ravnina, Turkmenistan. There we go, Turkmenistan.
Yeah, that's Ravinian, Turkmenistan.
Yeah, Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan, heard.
Really give them all to you. That's coming from my corazón. New moon now ingress into the 12th house of letting go of the subconscious, unseen haters of the dream world on the rise at 5 degrees Leo, 55 minutes. Homicide, aviation, accidents. We're gonna stop. Be like, oh my God, you talk about homicide, and we're like gonna be like mental homicide thing. We're gonna destroy those homicidal thoughts before the children can get to them. You know what I'm saying? Because Leo is the children again, like we said. So now we're gonna take those false teachings and we're gonna homicide those false teachings in the minds of the children. You know what I mean? So they can, rise above the foolishness. So that's, things like that. And accidents. Being ruled by the king, the sun, who's in the 12th house as well, with Luna, giving testimony to letting go of those isolated thoughts that may be connected to one's mother, which is the moon, or one's home life, which is the moon as well, with the 4th house. But the moon rules, the 4th house. So you be like, all right, we're gonna look at, the moon, all right, and we're gonna look at the mother. So you probably look at Venus, where you look at what's going on in the 4th house, or your early life. So right here, those subconscious thoughts about that. Whatever the thought may be hindering you mentally and seeping into one's 6th house endeavors, use that which is unseen, that which is in the unseen realm, to teach you a new way to embrace and organize those hidden emotions that don't allow you to properly nourish the proper nourishing to enter the mind and make its way to your heart. All All right, so this is a way to basically make a fresh start about, you know, things that were hindering you that were bittersweet about your home and your mom. You know, we're just going to keep it straight up like that, you know. If anything else, because the moon is mother and the sun is ego, you know what I'm saying? So your ego and personality pertaining to your home and possibly your mother or a close loved one of nourishing, you know what I mean? It could be some hurt or something that is tugging you, and it needs, you know, a new beginning, and it's calling for a new beginning. And this is a time for a transformation, an uprooting of that. You know what I'm saying? So you can truly heal with Pluto being a reflection, or, you know, in the 6th house. So let what I was saying, as I was reading, let you know, let that subconscious, you know, seep into your 6th house, or don't let it seep, you know, into your 6th house unconsciously. You know, control how it's seeping. So, you know, that organized way, you know, that you're learning how to do subconsciously now, let that seep into your 6th house and, you know, transform, you know, and build, you know, fly away like the phoenix. You know what I mean? So just take time, you know, heal, maybe go talk to it, or reconstruct your home, you know, like we were speaking about earlier with Pluto in the 4th house. So maybe this is, you know, the ending of it. So you're like, all right, cool, I uprooted my home. Now, how do I feel about that? You know, it's bittersweet. How do I feel about being away from home? You know, because the 12th house is, you know, away from home. So the 4th house, I mean, the 12th house is away from home. You have the sun and the moon there. So your actual body, your mind, your soul is in a subconscious place. You know, you're feeling, you know, isolated, you know, but it's for a reason. You're feeling isolated to grow. You know, seeds are put in the ground by themselves so they can grow. You know what I mean? So just to wrap this up, the new moon in the 12th house, for Cancer, you know, let go of those isolated feelings about, you know, your home and those that nurture you, so you can truly heal and transform yourself. You know what I mean? It's land.
Yeah, it's on to that.
Transform your.
Five there 3 times, so it's like,
yeah, I'd be fortunate too, but that's in Leo. But you know, that's coming up on that. You know what I mean? Like bro was saying,
fortunate, yeah, and just once again,
the storm.
Fascination and denial, yo. It's like
Pluto is here to, like, you know, just
shift all that up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, all right, that's clean swipe. Like new moon plus like Pluto reflecting it is like, all right, you got a fresh start and an uprooting fresh start. I mean, so this is like brother Sean does the Reiki. You know what I mean? This would be a perfect time to get, you know, holler at the brother about like some type of session of what you can do to take advantage of it. But when we say take advantage, it doesn't mean like some like gimmick, but to take the opportunity to what the word I'm trying to use, to utilize it. You know what I mean? So if you're in need of water and you know a brother that knows when it's gonna rain, you know, it'd be wise of you to go get in touch with him. So that's what I'm saying right here. Like Brother Sean is that brother that knows when it's gonna rain. So you know, when do I need to get my bucket outside? So, you know, go get your Reiki, things of that nature. So, you know, this energy of the new moon and Pluto reflecting it, you know, bringing everything up to a rise and what needs to be brought to a head. You know what I mean? So you can have a clean, like refreshing, real fresh start. You know, not just like a dust off, but kind of you put the Clorox on there. You know, you wipe it down, you sand it. You know, you get into the nitty gritty. That's what Pluto does. You know? But I digress, though. You know, just to put that in there about the nurturing yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, gratitude for that, broski. Yeah, it's like, you know, Pluto's like, I heard enough of, you know, being, you know, denying it. You know, it's man, you know, the Nate, I can't deny it. You know, after this, you know, new moon, you really won't be able to deny it. And once you know you don't stop denying it, like it sets the opportunity to really bring it in for the home. You know, this is the home run hitter right here. You know, bottom of the 9th. You know, you got 2 outs and you're down. You know, this is this is a home run to really bring that home. You know, not denying the fear, but embracing it. You know, and everything else. And it's like you have to like, man, you know, we down. We have to put any lose. You know, like I said, bases loaded. You know, it's like, all right, I know what needs to be done. Yeah, the challenges are here. Hey, that's cool. But yeah, let me just embrace the dark to really bring the light in.
Gotcha.
it's a grand slam, game over, we win, but this is for the home, right? To really bring it home. And yeah, what's that, man? Just add that in 5s and yeah, man.
Maybe nurturing your mother too, that's son and mother as well. You know what I mean? So like, go nurture your mother, go chill with your mother, your grandmother, sister, auntie, what I'm saying? Any mother, and go, give her some nice feelings, just kick it with him, give him a phone call. Venus and Mercury are next to each other. So, that's like a mother.
You break it up, Bussy. Yeah, there you go.
You can make it, specific now with the new moon. You can do something new for your mother or new for that nurturing, woman in your life. You know what I mean? Like, brother, that's literally, kind of like right now, as my brother, nurturing, a mother, if you look at it, kind of looking at it right now. So yeah, son taking care of mother.
It's on that. And I'm about to go to the website, but that me and Brother Sign are doing a double dose solar return reading, for a solar return. So make sure that you are, booking your session for July 8th. You're getting a live reading done and a handwritten report by me, in lieu of lawful money for 180. So I'm just saying this so that I can put it on the TikTok, and chop that up. But yeah, make sure you're getting, you're getting 2 sides of reports. So, and that when you do, exchange energy with us, you get these readings or you get these reports, that we are also donating and giving out to others and, supporting others as well, because we just spread it all around. So make sure that you're booking, getting your calendar set, for July 8th, to get your readings, for Brother Sign's solar return and get your report as well, and if your solar return, with folks' team turn birthday is already passed, hey, that's cool. We can still get you a message for, that whole year until your next solar return that will definitely assist you with making the most out of it for that yearly lesson and cycle to do. And
Islam.
Oh, yeah, to the sign. Hey,
yeah, I want to add to your wisdom, actually, with that being said, just very briefly, yeah, guys, all the way up to July 8th, all right, we're going to be getting into it. I'm just really respecting Saturn, these last 51.42 and some change days, you know what I'm saying, before July 8th, my solar return. However, man, just some really amazing things going on also. So, it'll be really great for all of you guys, get your solar return reports, set, because there's about to come a time, and I'm thinking it's going to happen sooner than I thought. I was saying 18 months to 3 years, but I'm looking at the next 6 months to 18 months, because guys, you are going to probably, I think it's going to be very hard to book anyone in the Seven Hill Star. We're going to probably be booked up for a year or two, honestly, because there's a wave that's about to occur due to some energies that have been set these past 7 days, especially within the last 24 hours. And I'm just saying, guys, you might want to really remember when Bitcoin, you guys were on that Bitcoin wave, and it was oh, I should have got it then and now, but see, that's unsubstantiated, materials, so to speak. It's just something that you can't really thrive with. So it's at this point, what Seven Hill Star Astrology Firm is actually doing pertaining to community service, the people now have a certain demand that has been brought to my attention that I didn't know was out there. And, now that, I am solidifying myself in my travels, I'll just say it like that, that I can clearly see that we are at a portion here where I really think you guys need to really consider getting your solar return reports. Take advantage of that, because really around my solar return is when I kind of give you guys some gifts and specials and some opportunities to join some things. However, I think 120 degrees from my solar return, though, around about that time, maybe even before, is when you guys are going to really be experiencing a different conduit through which you'll be able to access Seven Hill Star. I'm going to say it like that. A much more expanded conduit. So really take advantage of what, Brother Sean is really speaking on. And guys, really, thank you guys for supporting us for the Veritas presentations, because, guys, Mondays is Brother Sean's Intuition Monday. We know Seven Hill Star has began with Brother Hassan. However, this is Seven Hill Star is just the start of our Moorish community center, so to speak. So with that being said, you get the Intuition Mondays, even though it commenced with, Raphael, us healing, being Seven Hill Star, myself, Brother Terrell Samari Bay, and Brother Corey Bay. So what I'm actually, seeing here is that, Brother Sean has been giving you guys what you need globally. Brother Benjamin has allowed our creativity to expand by, having the impromptu improv, allow us to just, whatever comes to mind, really speak on it. We just took a really random thought on the square with you guys. And when I say on the square, we took 3 moon cycles to present. This Friday coming will be the completion pertaining to 3 moon cycles pertaining to Veritas. It's 12 back to back, and then there's this mystic 13 that was done actually in a prequel sense to the 12 sequel. Alrighty, and it's not a 13 set DVD that we're asking 297 notes for. However, the changing of the gods is happening. So with that being said, no slight to our international colleagues either. We just know that the only sincere astrologers on the planet are Moorish Americans. We're not using pronouns or calling ourselves colors. So anyone else that's out there purporting to do astrology and they're calling themselves pronouns and colors, you're admitting for the record that you're a liar. And in order to be an astrologer, you must consider the stars. So if you're not considering, being completely honest and truthful, and you want to play color games and be, color people astrologers or pronoun having astrologers, you're neutralizing the uplifting pertaining to fallen humanity. Therefore, you have now assisted Prophet Noble Ali's prophecy being fulfilled. And that prophecy pertaining to Prophet Noble Ali is no matter what it looks like, it's going to be back in the hands pertaining to the Asiatics. And so when it comes to the astrological realm at this time, Seven Hill Star .com astrology firm, Seven Hill Star Astrology Firm, is the only sincere astrologers probably within the Milky Way galaxy. Neighboring is the Andromeda galaxy. I'm pretty sure people from that galaxy will start booking their readings with Seven Hill Star. I sound like I'm being facetious, and I'm not fucking playing, because there's about to come a time, and it's going to resound in the entire universe, that, only truth is going to be tolerated. And we have that by the shitloads.
#Saturn.
Right? So when you hear us say, hey guys, get your readings done, get this stuff done, it's not no, ooh, mystical, they some brother sound deep, ooh, look. We are international professional astrologers. We are certified international professional astrologers. We are our own free national press first. And then by attending these international forums, Seven Hill Star not only has taken immersion in writing, taken immersion, which we got to meet with Sam tonight. This is class 3 for ethics and legalities tonight. All righty. Shout out to Gemini Brett too for the Astronomy for Astrologers immersion and the certification that Seven Hill Star is going to have after that. So not only did we, show thine own selves approved and expressing through our own free national press that we are sincere, intergalactic, international professional astrologers. The international community our sons and daughters and our unconscious brothers are now saying the same, because I made sure that 7heelstar.com and 7heelstar Astrology Firm is openly Moorish American. You want to do pronouns and shit? You want to sit there and talk about what you like to do privately in your sexual days and stuff like that? You still hearing me or no?
Islam, yeah.
So you want to be talking about your pronouns and stuff? No, not slighting you guys. I get it. You want to imagine you're another sex. Great. Let's do this though. We're going to be openly honest, openly honorable, and openly Moorish American. Hey, we're out the nationality closet. So with that being said, anybody out here purporting, and I said it, I mean, you can run and tell them I said it. If you're doing color games and you're saying you're an astrologer, I'm just, don't argue with me, argue with the Edimon. Don't argue with me, argue with the law dictionary. Don't argue with me, argue with any encyclopedia pertaining to jurisprudence, astrology, civics. I dare you. I mean, we're just on our Hermes Trismegistus. We're just delivering the message. Don't shoot us. We're just at a point where it's like, I know, right? Hands up, don't shoot, right? That's hilarious. You guys are hilarious. I'm just keeping it a band, man. I'm just doing my best to just completely just let you know this is what it is. This is what it ain't. Take your choice, you know? However, I'm going to yield the floor to my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased. I mean, just doing excellent, man. The Wedding Tie series, man, for Brother Benjamin's Impromptu Improv, man. I'm telling you, this Friday we're going to close out. We're going to close out the series on that, and we're going to start something fresh and new for the Friday after. However, I trust, man. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna do my best again, and I try. We're gonna manifest having a special guest. If not, it is what it is. So let me not make any promises. But I trust, you know, that, you know, is being seen, that, you know, we're doing what needs to be done. So I would love to have that special guest, you know, because I see 7heelstar is going to be, and I trust it's respected that through how we share that we're sponsoring a lot of sincere astrological movement. With that, I yield the floor to my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased. Islam.
Islam, I'm just really laughing from Brother Benjamin over here. Like, I had to mute and laugh again, yo.
That pronoun thing was really getting me. I was like,
oh, okay. All right. No, oh man. All right, yes, Brother Benjamin, you're hilarious, but yes, man.
That's real, but speaking about something, it's the same stuff in 1950s. It's like using real things, using fake language. It's like it can't work. It's like I can't pull up in my man's Bentley and pick you up. I ain't gonna, you know. Eventually, I gotta take it back. You know what I mean? Eventually, like, we're gonna run out of like false stuff to deal. So you
have to be real at some point.
Yeah, at some point it's still gonna be truth being accepted. Like, I know that's not your Bentley. I know I don't really care about if you got a Bentley anyway, but you keep rolling on. You know? I need your package. But yeah, but what's it? The chat? What's up? Daily inspirational tea with enlightenment gem 333. Peace, fam.
Peace
to you. Islam.
So hard to do that. Yo, look, Brother Benjamin, I'll be trying to.
Oh, you can't do that? Wow. That's really
cool. Like, look, man, I don't like to figure out.
I've never met anybody that can't. That's wow. That's
like.
That's, man, awesome. I've never met anybody that can't.
Learn some.
It's
there
like
you
on the wall,
man,
right?
The
it's
best.
Like when I'm like with my niece, I put this on the wall like a shadow, right? Like a little shark, you know what I mean, with the fin. So I'm like, it's kind of funny that his fingers is like this. Islam to UJL, Moors love truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Islam.
With Moor's flag. Big Misha X, Islam Muslims. Talib Bey, to you, peace and love, Moors. Thank you all for joining us. You know what I mean? Seven Hill Star, all rights reserved. Peace and love and greetings, beloved. Thank you for joining us too, Seven Hill Star. You know, they're always everywhere.
Always there, right?
Goodness gracious.
And best believe, I'm going to say it now, be expecting a wave of worry ties.
Grand Aries.
I'm telling you now, be prepared for the wave of worry ties.
Is it Veritas?
Burritos, yes. Yeah, man, you know, get you some burritos with your sex salad.
And diurnal sauce.
Awesome, yeah.
The diurnal sauce is really like it rolls well. Nocturnal season.
Ooh.
Diurnal sauce and nocturnal season.
That sounds like a good Saturday.
Trademark 7 Hill Star. That's a verbal seal there.
Oh yeah, you know that's already us off the rip.
Yeah. Off
the dribble.
Are we gonna show them the website, bro?
For sure. Oh yeah, you know we got
get them over there and then see what they can get.
Yeah, man. Like I said again, y'all, book. For those that see it in the future, like I'm gonna say it again, hashtag it's happening. So yes, make sure you come to the HQ, the headquarters, the base, whatever you like to call it, www.7hillstar.com. Make sure you subscribe, to get the free weekly gifts and study materials. And, once you message, one of the 5 brothers, we'll refer to Brother Assign and we'll get you into Prophet Noble Drew Ali University, for free, which is really priceless, So not only can you get, free study materials, but you get access to more study materials. So, take what we said with the Jupiter and Sun mutual reception with the home and the foreign philosophy, to really get you some Prophet Noble Drew Ali University in there. And, once you come here, that you can cast your chart courtesy of Astro Charts. Enter your, appellation, whether it says name, just your location and time, all that, hit create the chart, to get you a general view, and then message us. Because anything done after, you create the chart will be done with Astro Charts and not 7 Hill Star. And you can come here to the featured, so we got the 7 Hill Star Astro calendar that you can shop and get. You can also get your own personal Astro calendar, pertaining to your natal chart and the, transits so that you can be prepared of what's to come, for a whole year, a whole sun cycle, so that you can properly manage and, move around as what's needed, for the days that it's all in harmony with the trines, or for the days it's challenging with a square. Come to 7 Hill Star and get your Astro calendar. I said it there, right? You can get your little star seeds, AstroLiteracy set for your little ones, to start teaching them about themselves and astrology as well, with the coloring book for the little ones. So, make sure you really coming to check these out. And there's, more pro bono. You can get you study posters, perfection cycle sheets. So when you do go through that solar return, that the house lesson, that's really in store for you, on top of getting your Astro solar return reading and report from me and Brother Sign. So make sure you book that, right? And there's plenty of more things on there. Like I said, get our virtual Reiki sessions. You can also get it 2 hours. I'm thinking about doing a special for that because I will be hitting 2 years, July 18th, that I'll be doing it. So I'm thinking about doing something special for that. But, really just come here and, honestly, we push for Brother Science to get the mirrors, that so that we can, whether you want to come to one of the 5 brothers to get your mirror, so that we not only give you our testimonies of your chart, your protocol for that, but you're also being taught how to read it for yourself, so that now that you're learning the basics, you can see and operate not only for yourself, but you can help others that you come across with their charts as well, to just get the basics. And if you like to, study more for the astrology, we do have the Astrology 101 workshop, that you can transact for and learn at your own pace and time to learn astrology. Already ready to go, videos and study material, if you're, truly ready for that. And so, who I am, what's my purpose, the mirror. Like I said, I was referring to the astro calendar, in lieu of 180 units, that you can get for your personal, you're one of a kind, it's like the one pair of J's nobody is ever going to have. This is what we can compare it to the astro calendar, to really not only get the mirrors to know yourself, but how to track yourself. But now you see how the transits, so now that you can move and plan accordingly, that you can get your astro.
I was saying 7 hill stars. You do the mirror. That's what you're just gonna see the star in you. Yes.
And you.
How you, bro?
We're showing you how to be the star, to share that with others, not a competition, just, each one teaching one and inspiring one, that you can get the mirrors with Astro Core, Brother Corey, Brother Jag, myself, or Brother Benjamin, pertaining to, how the charts are. We're making sure that, Saturn's not in the 6th house, just different types of things, but there's ways to get around it. But, get your mirrors, get your, book your healing sessions, 1 hour, 2 hours. Like we are, ready, so, and we have services that are ready for the collective. So I'm gonna come to 7-day Astro Weather Report. So now that you can catch up here that what was done last week, as we're gonna be dropping the new on Wednesday. And also you can come download the latest how I've got it style and protocol out, the LeBron James Middle Magician Report. As I'm at the chain. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, 150. Yeah. That you can download that for free, definitely read it and, get one for yourself. You're like, yo, this is a really great report. I'd like to see how that works for me. All right. Just message me and transact, and I will get that to you. And you can also download loading, you can see the previous one that I did for Dr. Dre, how I styled that. And the first one was for Kendrick Lamar. And you can kind of just read those 3 and see how I really just improve the protocol and steps, And like I said, it's for free, that you can download and read for yourself, especially if you like Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre, or, LeBron James.
I add to your wisdom. I have my one of my bros, by way of our beloved brother, Jaron. I think Brother Arrow is going to come in, man. And I wanted him because, it's right. It's no, energy is energy. And there's no mistakes made. So when you were speaking about how people will have a mirror session, and they could really take just even in the mirror session of means to assist their loved ones, like how, Mother Anna Yelly had said in her testimony that we had posted on 7 Hill Star Instagram. So I think Brother Arrow is going to come in and kind of, I just wanted him to give his testimony to add to your wisdom, Brother Sean.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because I think that, it's a very strong possibility that, and I'm just waiting for him to just chime in. Shouldn't be no security set, no waiting room or whatever. I just want him to come on in and chime in, which would be cool. So that, these things could be seen and just kind of heard or whatever. But I'm just going to let them know, we're expecting you now, bro. So come on in, Brother Arrow. Go ahead, Brother Sean. Continue what it is you were doing, beloved brother. How you?
That was through, let me see. I can go to About Us page. Like, so who is Seven Hill Star? Come to the About Us page, and you can learn about each of the 5 Astro Magnificent Bros. And we got 6, with Senior Jackson Bay. He's currently not up, but he's in the background behind the scenes. You definitely see him in our Astrology Street videos. So yeah, you come here to About Us page. You can read about Brother Hassan and who a Brother Hassan is, and definitely make sure you follow Seven Hill Star and our Astrology Street on Instagram. Brother Corey Bay, you can get your wellness, according to your astrology chart. You can listen to the podcast that he has, and check out Core Movement to get your yoga and other things, right? Brother Terrell Tamari Bite Jaguar, that's our soul, that you can not only, get the astrology from, your solar return reports and your mirror, but you can really see him get down on that guitar as well when you go to the Instagram. So make sure, you hit that Instagram button. Look how easy that is. You click, boom, one click, and you can get that. And follow each of us, get the different socials and really, just messages. We are ready to, communicate and, really get the work done, and we know our charge, we know our charts, and, we're just ready, and continue to move forward while the collective catches up to us. Me, Brother Shining L, you get your mental magician report. Sent that to you. Me and Brother Benjamin, double team the Intuition Monday Global Delineations. 720 Astro Healing. It's the Instagram. Also created a 720 Astro Healing page for TikTok. Leo Mercury Moor 711 on TikTok as well as my other page.
I got TikTok in chokehold. Moor's chokehold.
Giving them jabronis the people's elbow.
He said the Moorish chokehold. That is hilarious.
We got Brother Benjamin Bay, he's definitely, man, I love how he's styled and really came up with impromptu improvs. And man, you see how Fridays are, like Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays are on lock. And, he assists me in Intuition Monday. And, like I said, once again, Instagram, well, all you got to click. You just got to make, all you got to make is one click,
One click. Dude, you are amazing.
And, hit that, man, and, follow us all, and definitely see the posts that we make, like, share, follow, share with your family. Because, we all do this from the heart, and we know that humanity needs uplifting. So we're sharing from the heart. We're not looking to, get any type of fame and nobility. We're just being, Seven Hill Star, being honest and sincere and, bringing the truth, because we know that the truth, half of the truth has not been told, quoting Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So, make sure you come here. You can read about Brother Sign, one press sheet, see the Astro Weather Report, really check it out. I know we're going to start really making some additions to the website, like guys, really, like, as they would say, tap in, lock in with us. Like, we are really bringing it to you. Like your favorite delivery. Oh, man, oh, man. The intro for Wednesday for the Astro Weather Report is going to be great. So, yeah, I have to screen share that at 7hillstar.com. Make sure you come check us out. Subscribe and share, 7 Hill Star, all rights reserved on YouTube. Oh, I think that's that. Let's see, iPhone. Is that Brother Amos?
I think that might be Brother Arrow. Is that you, Brother Arrow? To be our beloved Brother Arrow Abdul Jamel Bay.
All right, I'm about to spotlight. Brother Son, you want to be spotlighted? Are you hanging?
You can spot. Yeah, you can.
Are you just gonna be the diamond in your back?
Yeah, you can spotlight me because it'll just be me. I'll make sure my beloved mother mistress consort is not being captured in the visual. Hey, there you are. I promise you won't be captured. Either way, because I still gotta finish your hair. So, all right. What about, is that Brother Arrow? Yes, that's my bro.
Peace, peace.
Peace and greetings, my beloved brother, whom I'm well pleased. So I just look, in an impromptu improv fashion, you know, in a brother Benjamin style kind of way, on however doing this Intuition Monday. There was the portion, and right, yeah, you text me, bro, like, yo, I'm tuned in. It's like, yo, you text me right after Brother Sean was talking about the mirror session, and you have it, and you can actually see how it can assist. So, Brother Arrow, I want you to introduce you, you know, who you are to our Moorish community, all right? And what I want you to do is really like just give them your testimony, bro, and how you see things pertaining to that. Because in my eyes, I think you can be, because Senior Jackson Bay would be the 6th member, so to speak, as far as the 7 Hill Star Astrology is confirmed. Is concerned. So what I'm thinking too, you would make a viable number 7. And I'm pretty sure, you know, our bro, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna put him on the spot, but I sort of kind of in, you know what I mean? Our bro and mutual, Brother Jaron, like, you already know, bro, I got a feeling that this is how this is gonna go. However, I want you to give your account, Brother Arrow. So we're gonna yield the floor to you. You completely have the floor on what it is your experience as far as your testimony for the mirror session or whatever sessions you ever had. And now as far as your practicing on your way to being certified, being
Indeed.
7 Hill Star certified. So you're in the middle of it. So that's kind of what I want you to give testimony to. So we yield the floor to you, Brother Arrow.
Islam. Peace and love. Arrow Abdul Jamil Bey. Well, first and foremost, let me just say that I appreciate what you brothers are doing. Oftentimes I chime in to check out and observe the Astro Weather Report from time to time. And I think that what y'all are doing is definitely amazing. It is a quite important informational, informative platform that you all have created, man. So I want to pay high homage to you all for that first and foremost. So, you know, gratitude for that first and foremost. Secondly, Brother Hassan, you know, I always share this with him whenever we get an opportunity to speak with each other, man. I speak to the genius of my brother because of, you know, I think it's vastly important that we recognize the awareness, the adept within our brother, man. How informed he is in his field of awareness and understanding about astrology, because it's assisted me mightily. So I definitely want to pay homage to you for that first and foremost, dear brother, because it's effective.
I'm afraid to do the balance, bro. Stop that. You make me blush.
I mean,
Stop it.
I'm just. Hey, look, bro.
No, you are though. You are being sincere, bro. You're not bullshit. Like for real.
Every time I speak to my brother, I want to sing his praise and honor to him, man, because I know that this is needed, especially within the Moorish community for sure, because a lot of our children grow without having and a comprehension of who we are based on these tendencies due to the cosmos and due to mother. So I have to pay homage to you for that. And my brother allows me to see myself in a different way by way of his sharing. So I digress on that. Going to the mirror session first and foremost, what it did for me was it allowed me to do when it came to me reading, it wasn't me reading from a third person perspective. It was me channeling these aspects in reference to who I was, and the feel of it. It stimulated the emotional. It stimulated the moon within me. You know what I'm saying? To allow myself to reflect and just see and feel what it was that I was, what was being given to me. My brother gave me an abundance of different things to check out throughout my chart. And it was a download of sorts, you know what I'm saying? So from that day moving forward, it was more of me from that day moving forward, every time I started to read my charts, I started to read from a very personal perspective versus a third person, a you. It was an I. So it channeled something every time I started to read it. However, also what it has done now is it has allowed me to transport or transfer that energy in regards to a chart to someone else who is coming to me about their charts. And now, having been 7 Hill Star certified, however, there are people who are coming to me about their charts now because of what my brother has brought to me, and it's been very, very reflective. And through even reading their charts and getting them to see it from their personal perspective as well, it's still very reflective because it's teaching me that that I'm becoming aware within myself, as well as assisting them on their path. So it has done an abundance of different works for me. You know, I know what the nature of all my planets are about. Not only that though, I'm channeling as I'm going outside communicating with others now. So I'm tapping into so many different variations of different aspects within those charts. And it's just like, again, it's assisted me mightily. So I would definitely say that the mirror session is very, very imperative to acquire and to partake in, as well as the What's Your Purpose reading. It was so spot on that even down to the degree of speaking to me from a space of literature. And I have been a writer since I was 9. And now after that session I had with the brother Hassan Ghazi Bey, I started to tap back into it. And of course it fell on the degree of literature and memory. And with me making music and even in writing from that sense, and even writing from a journal perspective, it's been very, very in depth from a chart standpoint. However, I won't go too far and too deep into it. I will just say that the mirror technique definitely does work for sure, and it allows you to see yourself and for you to tap into the feel of what you're reading. So yeah, I mean, I yield. Above all, it helped.
Islam, bro. I mean, bro, like at the end of the day, like, and I know you're being as mild as possible, bro. It's like
I am, bro.
You had me. Look, man, you had me thinking. It was like, you know what? I see this moving forward like really fast, because you had me thinking like, I thought the plan for us was the next 18 months to 3 years. And, you know, having our most recent conversation, I was like, you know what? My bro has inspired me to actually see this from a whole different light. We might got 6 months to 18 months energy, because I'm really looking at it like, all right, I know what you're doing with the astrology because you disclosed it to me, which made me go, bro, why don't you just, you know what I mean? You're Moorish American. We shovel ourselves from up under the avalanche of lies that are heaped upon us annually through the strongest weapon that's in our hand, which is our free national press. Wow. Like I said, the only people that are going to be the sincere astrologers on the planet are Moorish Americans that are not using pronouns and colors to identify themselves with. Okay. So with that being said, I'm like, bro, hey, if there are people that are offering you X, Y, and Z for a reading, you can automatically demand X, Y, and Z on this level, provided you just take these 12 courses, and you just technically, the caveat is you got to check in with me after each course so that I can make sure like you comprehend that, and you comprehend that, you know, and I know you are, bro, because you're a fucking genius, bro. Like, okay, can I say who you are? Can I say who you are, bro? Please. I don't like name dropping, but I just think like it needs, because even my mother mistress consort confirmed it, bro, without you even know we had that conversation. But can I tell people who you are, bro? Please.
No problem.
All right, guys, without some celebrity ass shit, like Lupe, like is the only one that got the fucking deal. Like, if you guys are familiar with anything near the Mecca, I had got some history that when it came to what you call MC High, I thought that was so fucking cool that you call it that. But that's Thornton High School near the Mecca. Is that correct? Is it Thornton?
Indeed, yeah.
All right. So it was basically when I heard the story about you, Brother Marvo, right? Shout out to Brother Marvo and Lupe Fiasco. I was like, bro, hold on. So at the end of the day, you're another one of the most known, unknown hip hop artists on the underground scene for the Chicago, near the Chicago Corporation. Like, bro, like if you guys don't know, like if y'all, now correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not on some fame name dropping shit. But you, Brother Marvo and Lupe were basically the same year, same high school type energy. Is that how it goes, or what?
Yeah. Well, I was a year in front of Lupe, and then he was the same year. I think him and Marvel were the same year. Him and Marvel were the same year. You know,
correct.
Yeah.
So here's another musical genius, guys. Like I'm just I think for the next 10 to maybe 15 years, you guys are not going to be playing any music unless it's some more American. Like all the hot music. Like, I mean, everybody get your stuff out now. All you songwriters, get it out now. I'm telling you, because the things that are about to occur musically. Okay, Lupe got the deal. That's all I'm saying. If I recall what was now, hearsay is inadmissible in court. However, I had to ask my mother, Mistress Thompson. I'm like, Brother Arrow said he had the most radio plays of an underground artist when it comes to like Chicago radio with no like immense budget, like huge like budget or whatever. And she was like, no, that's true. He really was. I was like, fuck, really? Now I want to go dig in the crates. You know what I'm saying? I want to go like, man, let me hear that shit. No, but however, real recognize real, because for myself, near the Baltimore Corporation, I was 15, bro. I was winning what they called the Cypher Challenge or whatever, where you're on the radio, you spitting against somebody or whatever, you know what I mean? So I know what that's like, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, I signed my first record deal when I was 14, bro. However, when I saw how shit went, I'm meeting your Bow Wows and your DMXs and shit when I'm like 14, bro. However, you know, I wasn't, and it's no disrespect to the Jerkins, brothers out there. You know, I think they're like Rodney Jerkins and them cousin. I can't remember. Can't really remember those guys. And I'm not really into that shit, because when it really comes to the music industry, a lot of us are really connected and still inspiring people that are, using our shit.
Sure.
And make their new records and shit. And you don't want to be that guy like, yo, that's my beat. Yo, this motherfucker's spitting my shit. You don't want to be that guy that sounds like the crazy who they took my music, but that's not what it really is. The thing is, we may have helped some people set their studios up.
Indeed.
And we was just, on the humble, like, yeah, man, fuck those cables, use these cables. All right, man, peace. And they're like, man, you just helped me really make it. You have no idea that, you got this Billboard charting song or whatever, and it's like, damn, man, we've actually made that shit happen because we made sure that these motherfuckers ain't have a short in their channel when they're doing their signaling for mixing or something. You know what I mean? Or we was like, said something along the lines of, hey, man, why don't you use this plugin instead of that plugin so X, Y, and Z happen? And it's like, but we're not out here to, like I said, fame or name drop. I'm just saying, like, man, I can't wait till the music I already know the music that's about to start getting made, bro. Like, I can feel the energy of it. So not only that I want people to know, bro, like, see, the thing about it, most musicians end up being astrologers anyway, because that's kind of how we're tied to this thing, man. We immediately are tied to the liberal arts. So I just wanted to sing the praises also, of Brother Arrow, because I do research sometimes now without it even happening. So to hear your resume precede you,
appreciate
like
that.
There's not too many more as I hear whose resumes precede them, bro. And it's like, yo, you got to be legit, bro, because you're doing the same thing for me. You have created a resume out there that I didn't even fucking know, bro. Like, I'm just like, yo, stop it. Even though we're doing the work. We're doing the work, because it's not just Brother Hassan. You know what I mean? Now, you, like I said, once you're certified, it's fucking 7 of us then.
Indeed.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then like, man, like the whole Go West young man is about to be a reality, bro. You know what I mean? So I'll just keep it there without saying too much. So it's like, man, like I'm just very thankful that to have the connection with my brothers near the Mecca. Like I said, when it comes to our connection, you know, you and you know, brother Dave, it's like it really starts with brother Jaron on that, man. You know what I mean? Him, you know what I mean, being just the straight shooter, down to earth, no, you know, no cut cars, ain't no bullshit, bro. And I'm able to come across and be reunited, because that's how I really looked at this. We're doing this again. So to be reunited with sincere Moors. And with that, I yield the floor to anybody else's comments, questions, and or suggestions.
That was great. That was great.
Man, brother Benjamin Bay, Sean Alim, I just want to say that y'all brothers, man, y'all cold, man. You know, and from the Mecca, that means you all are you work really well at what you guys do, man. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Appreciate it.
You guys are pretty profound in your field of interest, brothers. That's all I wanted to say. You know?
Take that, dear brother.
Let the party continue. Cheers. Let the party continue. Cheers.
It's long. Hey, I'm gonna get out of here too, man. Look, y'all close on now, brother Sean. You already know you got the host, brother Errol. Thank you so much, man. We are gonna blast this all over TikTok and Instagram. You already know, bro.
Yeah,
so, and we'll see the link to those.
I need to hear some of that too.
Yeah, man. Yo, yeah, Errol, do you want to tell them where they can get any of your material or anything right now? Is there anything you're actively putting out, or you're bubbling some things? Like, because I know you got this like mad genius laboratory type style. Like, I'm working on something, but I'm not going to show you yet. No, I'm joking. But I'm just, yeah, but no, go ahead, bro. No, seriously, is there anything that the people can get you on social media, whatever? I'm pretty sure people are curious.
I'm actually about to log back on Instagram and go back to Instagram, and it's Arrow the Moor. It's ARROTHEMOOR on IG. Music I got online is kind of old, so I want to put the new collective awareness of what I know now into the music before I send people to that, because it's a different perspective. It's from a Moorish perspective. It's more of a where I am now perspective, because that then was me then, even though it still was, it still was what it was. It was very specific to where I was at that particular time, and I was even growing in that field, of interest that I was in. However, I think I want to say the YouTube is Redline Music, REDLINE SPACE I think that's the YouTube page.
ZIK?
ZIK.
Oh, Z in Islam.
And again, that music is old Arrow. So yeah, the new Arrow, when it's time to load that up, you guys would definitely be able to it would resonate from the perspective of the new music. So I'll just look forward to creating possibly with my brother. I mean, sometime soon, so we could get some, because actually brother David sent me something on you and I was like, all right, Hassan playing.
Bro, hey, look, bro, I'm telling you, like, I'm looking forward to it, because I'm looking forward, because I know that we're gonna, because the way that music is going to be made where we are in our lives is like, it's going to be like, hey man, we got this house to build, because this real estate agent is going to be putting it on the market. So it's like, bro, the way we make music is going to be no different than building communities. It's like, hey, this house got to be built. So the producer's going to do what they do. Whoever's writing is going to do what they do. We all make beats. We all write, and nobody's on that hater shit. So I already know, bro, like, I'm just looking forward to see what part I can play. That's all. Would you say, brother Benjamin?
So I'm trying to get my 16 together, trying to see my literature and memory degree.
Hey, bro, you already.
Like, where my Mercury at again? Let's see what I can do.
Yo, it's about to go down.
And Hassan, what was interesting too, right, is that me and the brother David was speaking the other day, and you know, we were saying like, yeah, you know, we don't you know, it's we don't do no hating, ain't none of that. We don't, you know, it's all love. And he was like, however, you know, we swing the sword to make each other better, you know. So iron sharpen iron. When we go in the booth, it's like, when we go in the booth, it's like, that's the verse you going with? All right, cool. Let me get over here. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of the things. Let me get my pad right now, because you coming with something like that, I got to do something. I got to come in clean up playing well. You know what I mean?
Then wait till you get a load of like, because you know what I mean. I want to bring, like, when I'm thinking musically, you got me, you, yes, brother Dave. I'm thinking you already know the other people that y'all already know that's, you know, musically. Brother Marvo too. You see what I'm saying? So that's 4 right there, right? Now let's think about like when we want to, you know, either doing features or cross promotion. You got brother Cujo. You know what I mean? So you already know whatever style of music, I'm pretty sure you got the same way. If I got a boom bap, whatever, we already know. Brother Corey can be versatile also. I just know that when I first met Brother Corey in this style, him and Brother Solomon was doing that boom bap style. You feel me? So you got Brother Corey, Brother Solomon, Brother Cujo with that. Then you got Khalifa Society. They got this. They got that Cali flavor. You see what I'm saying? They got that Cali flavor. And with that being said, where Brother Arrow go? He had to go answer his phone or something. What happened there? Something you did there, Brother Sean?
No, it just went out.
All right, he might have to do something on his phone. But Khalifa Society, you know what I'm saying, with Brother Mafi, and Young City, just everyone is out there, Brother Ali Kande, like, you know what I mean, just the different wars is there. I'm telling you, there's so much inspiration out there with different Moorish Americans that are doing everything that needs to be done and taking their place amongst the affairs of men. That when I hear this music, what inspires me is the fact that I can actually feel the sincerity through the airways. There's some that are out there that are really, you can tell, capped into the dogma. They're making good music, but the spirit of it is still kind of like, you know, save me from this dogma, but I can't really be pulled out of it. However, like, when I just think of us, when I think of Khalifa Society, when I think of Canaan Land Moors, when I think of Brother Ara Muaba Bay, so shout out to Brother Ara Muaba Bay out there near the Las Vegas Corporation, Nevada State Republic. Guys, I'm telling you, because look, Brother Ara, let me tell you, Ara, Brother Ara did the Tech 9 contest. They wouldn't even let y'all know how he placed, but they tried to do something where he would like collab with Ritz, that the Albion, I guess, rapper that wears cornrows and stuff, you know what I mean? RITTZ or whatever. Funny, Ritz, right? That's what we do. We write Ritz. However, with that being said, no disrespect to anybody's art. However, since they're in the lowest self and playing color games, you know, fuck your music. I don't really give a fuck about what you was talking about. And none of these cats out here on that bullshit. I'm gonna keep it a fan with you. You know what I mean? And I'm seeing the fire that Brother Aura coming with. I might sound biased because he's Moorish American. However, the real ones on the planet of Moors. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not on no, you know, saying anybody else isn't. I'm saying, man, when you really know you being sincere, you know, and this music, this is just artwork. And then you hear on this record that Brother Aura had featured on with Ritz. And I'm sitting there like, man, yo, these motherfuckers are threatened, because your lyrics should not spew out the fact that what you're doing is you're using your rhyming skills to give a level of intimidation to whom you think you sunning, because you think that motherfuckers need to be in your motherfucking Tech 9 contest, bro. Let me tell you something. First of all, the reason why motherfuckers is even trying to do music right now, because it got to be some astrologer out there that's like, hey, you might want to do this because there's some motherfuckers coming that you ain't gonna be able to compete with. And we're not even in competition. I just guarantee that you don't recognize that your inspiration has been coming from us the whole time. That's what you don't get. Your latest records, the beats you've been making. I don't care who you are, but you don't comprehend the science like I do, or most of my brother, or like we do, and just in general. At the end of the day, you know, a lot of your music and stuff, you guys are inspired by Moorish Americans. The comedians. Cat Williams' last comedy is real recent. It's called World War III. It's like, okay, so what, you talked to Brother Taj, and then it's like, you know what, I'm going to have work. What is it? I'm not saying that that's what's happening. I'm just saying if you go and start looking at culture now and the art that's being put out, everybody's listening and watching Moors. I don't give a fuck who you are.
That's real.
So with that being said, you know what I mean? People are just looking for ways to exploit. So now motherfuckers is like, Moors the rapping. Let's throw a rap contest and then see if you guys want to apply to be a part of it. No. What we did was just, we just wanted to see how your contracts are set up. Let me see how you're trying to railroad people into federal agency with how you got things written up as far as how to enter your contest. Because really, I don't think Brother R really expected to win a Tech 9 contest, because I already knew that him being Moorish American, he doesn't qualify to be a dumbass, an idiot performer who's going to be spouting out Negro black colored bullshit as if it's going to be some viable lyrics. Let alone it's probably played at a frequency where A4 and A in the fourth octave is equaling 440 hertz. So you're capping. So everything you do in your performance is capped. Why? Because people can't ascend at 440. So why don't you have at least A4 equal 16 cents lower at 432 hertz? At least resonating, with that 7.83. Or why don't you do the clue that Jay-Z gave you? This is why 50 was like, oh man, that 444 Jay-Z album, man, is elevator music. Well, that's because if you really pay attention to the fucking clue on that album, it was very simple for me. Oh, let me change it from 430, because as you guys know, I make my beats so it's healing. So the beats that's in the library, you see what I'm saying? The 11 healing instrumentals, they tuned at 432. So usually when people listen to that music, whatever was going on with them, they're healed. Headaches, whatever, body pain. That's how I designed the music, period. You feel me? So now, if I want to give you that elevator feel, but that then all I got to do is now I got to tune the fourth octave, A4, and let A4 equal 444. So I changed the master. You already know what I'm saying, bro. And most people know what I'm saying. However, why? What's my goal? Because when I go and hit C in the fifth octave, I'm going to get 528.01, which is the ohm frequency. So now I can rap. So now I can rap on a Buddhist frequency. It's been done. I ain't gonna find this music out there. It's stuff on Astrology Street. People don't know they've been absorbing these different frequencies the whole time. And if you do know it, oh hey, you already know it. If you didn't know it, now you know it now. That's why you feel happy a certain way when you listen to Astrology Street. The theme song is based at 432. But some of those songs later on, some of those instrumentals that's played later on in some of the later webisodes, it's at 444. So this stuff has been going on. It's been serious. What you thought? Extentatious. That's nothing new. That's an old dance. So what I'm saying is I'm just looking at what's about to happen on this music. However, I yield the floor because I do gotta do my baby hair. Come on, baby, I'm ready. I'm retwisting her hair, man. I still got the lock gel on my wrist, so I ain't playing, man. You already know. I'm serious, bro. I'm sitting here doing my baby retwisting her lock. She already did mine, so I might as well, you know what I mean? But I yield the floor to y'all, man. I'm listening. This long.
Her mother, like we were speaking about earlier.
What did you say, bro?
I was speaking about my last lineation, about the sun being in 12th, but the sun and the moon just being next to each other in Cancer. And I was like, go visit your mom, go take care of your mother or a woman close to you. Because sun as in son, and then moon as in mother. So I was like, and then nurturing, I was like, go see your mom. Go do that, go do that type of healing. And it was in the 12th house, so I was like, it could be something dealing with, your mom or your home.
Correct.
Yeah, for the benefit of freedom.
Doing what you do, these stuff is still in your mind, you know what I'm saying? So, but an example of taking care of mother, bro is twisting mother's hair, with the jail in hand, so nurturing her, shine light on that Astrology Firm.
Islam. Man, I can't wait, man. Shout out to Sam Reynolds too, man. I got class with him tonight on ethics and legalities. I got to log into that. And I still got to, do everything for us to make sure our archives are sharp. So with that being said, any other questions, comments, and or suggestions from my beloved brothers and well, please.
Well,
Y'all good, man. Been a great Twitch. Shout out to brother Arrow. You know,
major shout out for the Arrow.
Appreciate that, bro. Like, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all brothers, man. Y'all cold. Y'all cold, man.
What's cooler than being cool?
Nice corporation.
Man, we look forward to man the music. You know, you doing the workshop intensive, man. Like, man, I can't. It's happening.
I gotta say this too. Shout out to Mother Ross Mariah V. Bay. All right. As always, whenever I get to, you know, over these last 8 years, I get to speak with Mother Ross Mariah Bay, man. She's been always keeping it a buck with me, man, like no matter what. And that's why, you know, I love people that aren't a yes guy or a yes mother, you know what I mean? A yes man or a yes woman. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, she like Mother Roz, anytime I correspond with it, it's always been real. It's always been solid. So guys, when it comes to y'all really coming across this information, how we even able to do this, man? I'm gonna speak for myself. God and I start at rvbaypublications.com, Moor's Heritage and History School. Yes, I've been to temples. Some had approached me with daggers and shit. And I'm thinking I'm coming to learn about Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and I thought he said we're gonna walk around with as much as a penknife. But why does this guy that think he's assaulting is pulling out daggers in his office? He ain't no assaulting. So anyway, and then you know you got sincere Moors that answer their phone. You know what I mean? Immediately when you call. So shout out to Brother Cujo Audible L, man, for knowing that he has been taken through Arab Chamber, has the Grand Sheik title. He's first and foremost is making sure he's your brother. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put that out there, guys, to let you know, man, when it comes to this information, man, go to rvbaypublications.com and stop being a bitch about what you got to read and study. Please. I'm saying that respectfully. Like, there's no need to really bitch and moan, man, because I was able to just kind of share with the beloved mother, like, hey, look, any and everything that I ever got from RV Publications, I went and boomeranged this shit, went out, traveled, spoke with people, been in international platforms as far as astrology and jurisprudence, completing these things is all. And then I'm like, look, as Brother Arrow said, y'all cold, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to make sure that the mother knew that, hey, not only am I seeing what you have presented on rvbaypublications.com, I'm also actually seeing that I can prove. What I've done is prove, and I bring it to my brothers to make sure they can prove also. I mean, if I'm lying, I'm flying. All right. So with that being said, again, shout out to Mother Ross Mariah V-Bay. I mean, really has been keeping it a band since day one with me over these past 8 years. Shout out to her son, Brother Mizraim Aleph El, for being consistent in how he shares the information in such a calm manner that I was able to refine the way that I even present myself. Shout out to Brother Cujo Audible L for showing us how to ask questions when it comes to being jurisprudent, because you'll get into constitutionality and asking a federal question when it comes to defending yourself. Shout out to Mother Anna Ida L for being the tough love mother that she is, because I see why a lot of people quit being Moorish American. However, somebody like me having that Scorpio moon, I love it when you get tough, lovey, and say I can't, because now I got to show you. What? You say I can't? That's what you said. You said that to me. You said I can't to me. All right. So shout out to Mother Anna Ida for, asking me that pertinent question when I first got into my little, miscomprehensions in the first year pertaining to, declaring and proclaiming my nationality. And I'm, bitching and moaning about, oh, this ain't fair. They doing this to us. And she was like, what is it about your energy that you attracted this to you? And I said, you know what? I didn't look at it. You know what? I'm on some bullshit. You right, Mother Anita. I was on some bullshit. I ain't look at it like that. So let me go and check myself and go within and correct my motherfucking character. You know what I mean? So I don't think these mothers get to really hear that. So I do make it my purpose, though, to make sure that I send the links to these videos just in case they click on it and see this part. So, they know, like, hey, look, hey, This is how Brother Hassan sees y'all. This is what I share with my brothers in the astrology firm. And to even say, yes, you know, the elementary school of what you need is RV Bay Publications. A lot of people like, but there's no how. Seven Hill Star provides the how. However, what we're also saying is we're going to continue to send you the RV Bay Publications so you can get your step 1 and 2. You can't come fuck with Seven Hill Star and we on some free shit and you now trying to create dissension and trying to show a difference between RV Bay and Seven Hill Star. Nah, man, you're not about to have the fingers fighting with the toes and shit. We're not about to do that. You see what I'm saying? Because the toes got to balance the body to walk to get the meal that the hands got to grab with the fingers. So we're not going to do that. We got to eat being a collective body. So with that being said, I'm gonna yield the floor. Brother Sean has the host. I'm just going to say, be yourselves and
no name. Yeah. Love. Thanks to everybody for joining. You know, like, share, comment. You know, share it with your fam. And you know, Wednesdays, Astro Weather Report. Friday, Square Ties. So yeah, man. Shout out to Brother Hero for coming in with us today, man. And
yeah,
we out, yeah.
Islam, man. I'm about to get to this retwist. All right, y'all.